Hello and welcome back to Inversion Addicts. Today we're going to be taking a look at the history and future of the iconic Oblivion over at Alton Towers. So let's get into it.
Don't look down.
So picture the scene. The year's 1996 and Alton Towers are still riding off the hype from the first major investment to the park that opened 2 years previous, Nemesis. Of course, in true Alton Towers fashion, the park are looking for a new, preferably world's first investment to top 1994's effort. Nemesis' ride designer John Wardley, along with coaster manufacturer Bolliger and Mabillard, would once again join forces and begin development of Secret Weapon 4, which would later become Oblivion. Now, in true Alton Towers fashion, no plain old simple roller coaster would cut the mustard. Luckily, B&M were in the early phases of producing a world's first vertical drop roller coaster. Now, in true John Wardley fashion, he took the ride design and ran with it, creating a fantastic backstory and theme to support the brand new coaster. Now let's fast forward to 1997. The area Fantasy World would be closed with the majority of the rides removed, all except the black hole, and it was evident this area was ready for a retheme. By this time, subtle marketing had begun to appear around the park surrounding Secret Weapon 4, and the hype around what the new ride would be had begun. During construction, the new theme for the area was revealed to be X Sector, a secret industrial complex where riders and guests would be subject to various testing. The unearthingly themed area would retain only one ride from its predecessor, the Black Hole, which of course was subject to a retheme to fit the area. It would also feature two relocated rides from within the park, Enterprise and Energizer. And to add fuel to the hype fire, Alton Towers hired actors to roam the area and abruptly interact with guests.
That information is classified. Please clear the area. Sector 4. Imminent.
As always, due to the tree line restrictions, Oblivion's incredible construction could be seen from inside X Sector, and was a true marvel of the UK theme park industry. The incredible tunnels that were built for Oblivion in order to get around the tree line restrictions were so deep that they actually began to flood during construction, forcing the contractors to continue work via rowing boats. It's only when you begin to look at the ride stats that you appreciate the levels of excavation that occurred here. The height of the ride currently stands at 19 metres tall, but features an impressive first drop of over 54 metres. Essentially, over half of the drop is concealed within the tunnel, and for me, I think it's absolutely incredible that Alton Towers managed to build such a magnificent coaster in such a small, restricted space. It was on the 14th of March 1998 that Oblivion opened to the public, and was marketed as the world's first vertical drop roller coaster, although the max vertical angle was actually 87.5 degrees. Oblivion hits a top speed of 68 miles per hour, which is the fastest coaster in the park and the third fastest in the UK. The ride opened to critical acclaim and is still one of my favourites in the park to this day. I absolutely love the theming and I love the intimidation you get with the queue line pre-show, the awesome soundtrack, and don't forget that incredible tagline.
Don't look down.
Now, as much as I'm in love with the original B&M dive machine over at Alton Towers, this just wouldn't be a history and future video without a speculation for the ride's future. In all honesty, this is the part of the video I've really struggled with. Now, if you haven't already, go and check out the history and future of Nemesis that's currently up on the channel. Here I explain that the only viable future I can see for Nemesis would be a full B&M rebuild. But personally, I'm not sure Oblivion comes with the same level of prestige that Nemesis holds. But saying that, I can't imagine Alton Towers without Oblivion. Now, I understand this conversation may seem trivial to some, but these rides don't last forever, and eventually it's going to come to the fact that Oblivion's reached the end of its shelf life. Now, if this is the case and Alton Towers don't opt to rebuild the coaster, I think a fantastic option would be a new generation B&M dive machine with a more exciting layout and possibly some inversions. By doing this, I feel like you'd be paying homage to the original dive machine, Oblivion, but possibly correcting some of the shortfalls the ride has today. Although there are a lot of other attractions I'd love to see come to the park, such as a water coaster and of course an RMC, I feel like X Sector wouldn't be X Sector without a big, intimidating B&M dive machine. So that being said, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Oblivion over at Alton Towers. Is it still one of your favourite coasters to ride? Or would you rather see something new, menacingly stood at the back of X Sector? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. My name's Lee from Inversion Addicts, and until next time, take care.